And please help us to share and inform other people that we are on this platform now. We are Noble People International platform. Just please help me to invite people to, like I said before, we lost the voice. Before we lost the voice, I will say this program is designed to make a good marriage or good relationship a better one, and to make a better couple the best couple so far. It is not to spice up someone. It is not to bring anybody down. It is not to bring your relationship. If you think your relationship is passing through what I'm talking about, I'm not directly saying this to you. If you know that anyone that is good among that is going to benefit you, please speak it and make use of it. I'm not saying whatever I'm going to say is something that will benefit you, but the one that you know that you're going to pick from is not. Just make sure you pick something from what I'm saying, and I know it's going to be a better one for you. Whatever your marriage, your relationship is facing, put it before God, and I know definitely God is going to make way where there is no way. So, like I said, this program is designed to make a better marriage, the best marriage so far. And if you look at in this world, we need any home, anything that we are doing without peace or without love, it comes to result to something that we don't really want in our life. And when you listen to this program, try and call your partner, try and call friends that are passing through a lot of problem in their marriage, passing through trials, things like that. But I want to tell all my viewers today, you are going to make what you need. You need an imperfect person to make them perfect. When you have a ready-made perfect being, you are still you are not in a relationship. When you say yes, this person is perfect, no. Sometimes you do mistakes. Sometimes we correct one another. We correct individuals as we correct ourselves. So I'm begging you, I'm begging anyone that listening to me, sit down and watch and pick whatever you know that is going to benefit you from it. It might be 1, 2, 3, or you have friends that are facing a lot of things in their marriage, in their relationship, including myself, because once we are teaching ourselves, I'm also learning. It's just like someone who is trying to wash clothes, clean his clothes with soap and water, the way we do it way back in Africa. You wash as you're doing it, your fingers will be so clean as well. So as I'm giving you this what's it called, these words, I'm also picking something from there, because I also need it as well. Sometimes you talk from experience, you talk from where you're coming from, what is happening to you, what you are passing through, so that you don't want other people to face such thing in life as well. What we'll be looking at is we'll be looking at why we don't need to look for what we don't necessarily need. We might look at it like, in relationship we need, you need to know what your partner is doing. You need to know what other people are doing. I was talking to a friend before coming onto the head today. My friend told me that what is applicable to man is not applicable to woman. I sat down and I looked at it. That's a very good point. What a man can do without stress. I'm not trying to break the rules of equality. I know everyone we are so equal, but in some circumstances, what man can really do is not applicable to women. When we are even talking about where we are coming from in Africa, a woman cannot get married to two men in the same house. It's not possible. But way back in Africa, we can have like 4 or 5, even our fathers have got like 5, 7 wives in the same house. But It's not possible, we've not had it before, that whereby one woman will have two husbands in the same house. That's what I'm trying to illustrate. I'm not saying we are all equal. Men and women, we are both equal. But there are some fallacy that don't really mean that's not applicable to both parties we're talking about today. So some people will look at, if man can sit down and say, oh, let me pick up my wife's phone to check. Yes, there is a clause there. If he's going to check, it's either he's trying to drive you away from his house, or he's trying to get things straight from where he's going. But to the other woman, if you are checking your husband's phone, is either you bear all the pains that you see on that thing and you stay there, or you leave. So you see, it's a very different, it's a very technical thing. So when you are doing it, you first ask yourself, why do I need this? Do I need it because I want to leave this relationship? Or do I need it to make things straight? Or you just want to have it and keep it in your archive? Then anytime problem is happening, you go there and pick some of the things. This is how you did the other time. This is what happened the other time. Is that why you... So you ask yourself first, before going into that, why do I need it? What do I need those informations for? Why do I need to get those data? So those are the areas you need to look at. If you are a man and you say, okay, yes, I want to check are you getting the information to dispose your partner away? You know, sometimes when man got something that is more preferable to what is in the house, the next thing the man will be doing is to be looking for loophole, looking for excuses to say, yes, the other day I saw something on your phone and look at what is happening now, so you have to leave this place. Then it will now capitalize on those things and use it against the wife at home. That is for the men. So, but for the women's side, you look at it, yes, how can what's it called? How can we if you check your partner's phone or your husband's phone and you saw something terrible, like maybe he didn't tell you that maybe he's having some businesses or is doing something, what do you need information for? Do you need information to try and say, oh, why didn't you tell me? And some informations are so vital that when you know, it can jeopardize your relationship. Yes, it can jeopardize your relationship because the man will look at it. I'm going to list it. I listed some last Monday, which is I listed about 6 characteristics that you do not need to check or to be snoopy checking your partner's devices, computer, phones, tablets. It's not really, but well, it all depends on what you need information for. If the informations you got there might jeopardize your relationship. So why do you have to do it then? If you want to keep your relationship, in every relationship, you need to close your eyes, open your ears, and let your nose have a free space to breathe. Because by the time you see and your nose are closed, there's going to be a problem. It's a parable. If you look at it yourself, it's a parable. So what I'm just trying to say is that in this part 2 program we are talking about, there are some homes that are facing this kind of problem now. I don't know. And there are some people facing it as well. But you need to ask yourself, why do I need to do it? Are you the one that you are not trustworthy, or you don't trust yourself, and you are thinking what your partner is doing, what you are doing, your partner is doing the same thing, or you are thinking I'm not secured, because you think maybe your partner is cheating on you. So those are the areas you look at. If he's cheating on you and you find out that he's cheating on you, do you want to leave him or do you want to leave her? So before going into it, look at the pains you're going to pass through. And by the time you're checking it, imagine he just walked in and find his phone in your hand. Or she just walked in and find your phone, our phone in your hand. What are you going to do? The trust won't be there anymore. It's going to disrespect you, and she's going to disrespect you as well. Because you look at, wow, then what are we doing together when we don't have a mutual understanding? So I'm going to look at, I mentioned some last week, on Monday, that if you don't trust yourself, that is when you go into checking phones, looking for loopholes and looking for where, if you don't trust yourself, that's number one. Then number two, snooping is a gateway of behavior. Like you're looking for where to see where I want to just leave this relationship. I don't really want to stay there. Let me just look for one thing and look for excuse, and I'll hold on to that excuse, and that is the end. That is when you're doing it. Then number two,